Hi everyone and welcome back. I hope you're having a wonderful start to your new week. However, for one, I've had quite a bizarre Monday. And we're going to get straight into that because I got chastised in the comment section after putting up my videos over the weekend. So I went on today to check the comment section. And somebody who was absolutely very accurately right chastised me for saying that I was negating so I wouldn't offend people, and it was really rather exhausting. Dude, how do you think I felt? You were absolutely 100% right. Now, I don't know if you meant that comment as a mean comment or just a tips in the head up, but I've actually taken your tip and you're absolutely 100% right. So I'll let your comment stay up because I agree and there's no offense taken, and I will endeavour to do better to not be so diplomatic. So, you did say and suggest just say what you want to say. And after I checked my comment sections today, I am blown away and I'm going to speak straight for the jugular and be completely 100% direct. I am sickened to my stomach by what you people not only left, but felt you had the right to leave. I'm sickened by how many people have such awful, God-forsaken opinions and biasness and bigotry against immigrants. I mean, I'm blown away. I am so blown away. I don't even have the right words to stress or describe what was in those comment sections today. Disgusted. I am so disgusted at what we walk this earth with, that these people are among us. You can take it whatever the hell way you like. It is the God's honest. I am still in shock that you people think this way and speak that way. So I'm going to get straight into it. I'm doing some of the milder comments because some of the comments were just, I would never want to repeat some of the words that were in those comments. So we're going to get into this because I don't want this to be too long and bore anybody. And I don't want to be bored and frustrated either. So one of the comments was, he's right, pertaining to the producer who didn't like immigrants and was putting his own people first. So he's right, go to hell. Isn't he a jolly little one? I don't want immigrants in my country either. A second, I hate all immigrants, no immigrants in Sweden. A third, Sweden is for us Swedes. A fourth, we need to change the laws and get you all out of Sweden. A different message, at least he told you where to go. Get out, you'll never be one of us. And a nice little one. This is why immigrants who come to Sweden are lonely and have no friends. That's so sad. They hate us openly. Thank you for doing this, much needed. And then I have one very long message, who is from an actual Swedish man who left Sweden. And it's very insightful, so I really hope that you will listen to this one. Do not come to Sweden, and it's not starting the way you think it's going to be. What was once a great place is gone. It cannot be fixed. Thank you for sharing your unfortunate experience, but unfortunately, your experience is becoming more and more. I am a Swedish man who lived in America, Australia, New Zealand, the UK, where I am now. I left my home, my motherland, never to return, not even on a vacation. There are better places to go today. I had friends of all nationalities in Sweden, and they loved the country for 20 years, but that was 20 years ago. But have since left, some French, some German, Belgian, English, American, all white Christians like myself, pertaining to him. It's not just younger folk, but older. The older a person is, the more they are offensive, mainly men. And that really is a key point that I want you to keep in your mind. The next part of what I'm going to say after reading this. Like you mentioned in your video, they feel entitled. I wish Sweden was the way it used to be when I loved it. It is my home, but I grieve it. Isn't that just the saddest the saddest thing that you could hear, that somebody feels that way about their home. And I'm assuming that he loved it so much that if it wasn't the issues that they're having today, he would have stayed in his home, perhaps indefinitely. I mean, like many people do whenever they love their place of origin. But I just thought that was so sad. But that was a respectful message, insightful and educational, and something that we can actually appreciate and take balance from and actually learn something from and even respect. That was a really appreciated message, so thank you to whoever you are. From there, I want to acknowledge the fact that some of you don't really seem to listen very well, so maybe if you're going to listen to this video or somebody else's video, to avoid your own embarrassment of leaving a stupid message and pointing out points that were not made in the video, you might just clear out your ears and listen a little bit harder or think twice before writing a really stupid message. Maybe you will, maybe you won't, I don't know. Maybe you're just the type of person who never seems to learn. Maybe you're the type of person who doesn't listen. I'm not sure who you are. But either way, my question over the weekend was, you wanted to put the question on me was I was stupid and lazy. I didn't do my research. In my video, I'm going to point this message out to you right now. In my video, I stated that I had done my extensive research, which I did. I knew about the attacks in Sweden. Sure, I didn't know about this until some years ago, but sure, everybody knows about the attacks in Sweden, and it's not to say that it's good or it's right, or who cares. I'm not that flippant. I don't take a nationality or a country and just do a clean sweep. I don't do that. I don't think like that. I don't work like that. I don't operate like that. And I don't think anybody should, because it's not helpful to society as a whole, certainly not helpful for the person being that narrow-minded. What I am saying is, not every case, individual case, and unfortunate accident makes its way into international news. Some do, but not them all. That is for the individual to go in and look at Swedish news specifically and see what the heck is going on day to day. It is heinous, it is not good, it is terrifying, and there's no way that there's a human being on this planet that could not have empathy for the attacks that are happening in Sweden and around the world. They're not okay. It's not okay. And that is why there's laws to try and keep us safe. That said, which I think goes without saying, or it doesn't need to be said, that was not my question for the person who didn't listen very well. My question was, I didn't know if discrimination, specifically in Sweden, was a very isolated thing, like my situation, or was it a rampant, a more expansive situation that was now a thing? I didn't know because I am not in Sweden. So I'm asking a legitimate question to learn and learn from other people who know a little bit more than me, that have been to Sweden or are in Sweden, and really get a conversation going so people can really know what to expect, rather than having people go to a country, any country. So do not take us out of context. It says just Sweden, because it's not just Sweden. There's dangers everywhere today, more so than perhaps in the last number of years. It is a very dangerous world that we now live in, and so do not take out of context that I'm saying I am biased towards Sweden, because I am not biased towards Sweden. There is extensive trail on the internet how almost patriotic I was to Sweden, or am to Sweden, how much I love Sweden, how much I love talking to Swedish people, how much I love working with Swedish people, how much I love the culture, to delve into their hours and hours for 14 months of your culture, of your traditions, of your way of life, your language. That is coming from a respectful place. I wouldn't have done that if I didn't have respect for Sweden. I am neither saying that, nor am I saying that all Swedish people are the same, because I know for a fact, 100%, that not all Swedish people are. I met some incredible, really, truly phenomenal, honest to goodness, great Swedish people. Some of the nicest people that I've ever met anywhere. Every Swedish person I've spoken to within my job description, they have all been wonderful. I cannot keep saying this because this will be boring for you to hear, and it will be boring for me to constantly repeat. But on this occasion, I will make an exception because some people just didn't seem to listen very well. I love Sweden. I love Swedish people. My conversation wasn't about are all Swedish people discriminated No, because I know that they're not. I wanted to know and get a balance and a scope and some sort of ratio going so I could understand and other people might be able to understand how much is this happening. Is this a day-to-day thing? Is it just, an occasional thing that you really wouldn't happen? It's just you have bad luck if it happens to you. I was hoping that that was the case until I opened my comment section today and I see that that is not the case, far, far from the case. Those were softer messages that I felt more comfortable to read out to you, though it broke my heart to have to read those things out to you because they're not very nice. However, some of the other messages were absolutely heinous. Heinous and unforgivable and even, criminal. They were absolutely hate speech, utter hate speech. And it's not good to be in our society. It's not good to walk the world with people like that. Now, I'm going to park that because there is no goodness that can come out of ill balance. We need balance, hence this conversation. Now I know that there's a lot, or people feel that they have a lot of discrimination where they live in Sweden. I don't know why. Well, no, I do know why, because people are saying now it's coming off the attacks. Sure, I don't know why the people are doing that to people, the other people that haven't committed those crimes. Why not aim it towards the people that have committed those crimes and have those hostilities? Why just, if you're not born in Sweden, have these hostilities? If you're an honest, decent citizen, and or person that live in another country, and you are not breaking any laws and you're contributing and the good and you've taken on their language and you become part and molded yourself into their society, why are they just seeing your nationality, irregardless how long you've lived there, irregardless of how much you contribute? That is the legitimate question, because it's also a very fearful question that I have been attacked, the immigrants in general have been attacked, unremittingly today and yesterday. And some of these people think that not only their opinions are right, but they're fairly entitled to these hateful opinions. And that is not going to do anybody any good. I just wanted to know, now I do, the widespread of it. Was it a small thing? Was it a big thing? Now I know it's a big thing. Okay, I know. And that makes me even sadder because I know not all Swedish people are that way, and from the imbalance of hatred aimed at immigrants, I also know that not immigrants are that way. So can people please freaking cool it and calm down, take a pill, go see a doctor, get medicated or something, take a glass of wine, I don't know, just cool it, because it's not everybody is full of hatred. Not everybody's going to go there and slaughter you or harm you in some way. Some people just want to build a nice, good life, be around wonderful people like most Swedish people are, like most people are in every country. There's good and bad, and everybody's just forgetting that there's good and bad and just focusing on not just the bad, but obviously the most heinous in their own country. Do they have legitimate reasons to dislike certain migrants or immigrants that they've put in their comments and their opinion in the comment section below? Sure, there could probably be an argument for everyone. Absolutely. But doing the widespread, there are laws against that. You might not like it, it's just a fact. We have to all live by laws and rules. And if they're not living by laws and rules and you're angry and you think that you can step out of the realm of discriminatory laws and aim hatred towards them because they broke the law, how are you any better? Honestly, I want to know. Put your fury in those comments below. Give me all you've got, be as mean as you can be, and let me know how you are any better by breaking and breaching people's rights and human rights, international, even Swedish law, by being discriminatory, how you're better than somebody else who's broken the law, regardless of their crime. Because I don't think anybody who commits those sorts of any crime, if it stipulates in legislation in any country that is a crime, who are we to judge then? How can we say that we're better off, or better people, than somebody else has committed a crime? Because it's our opinion? Because it's your opinion? Because it's your community's opinion? Who says that we're good people if we breach the laws? And if the laws don't protect us in the full scope that we would like, then we are supposed to demonstrate our democratic right and be heard through a system. Does it always work? No, but it still doesn't give anybody the right to break laws. When those lines are blurred, it's a dangerous, dangerous place. And I'm going to tell you something right now, in my opinion. When laws become blurred, who is to say you or they have the privilege over another? Because the law in general stipulates that we should at least be, at the very least, equals. And if one person has prestige over another, and you don't like it, who's to say that's the right way to be? Then there's a real problem all round. Additionally, when laws become blurred because of societal opinion, that is a scary day. And it is a scary day. Look at the amount of people that are being persecuted online. They might be, they're mostly some sort of public figure with a large following or a celebrity on national television. There's somebody doing often makes false allegations against them. Then there's an investigation and they're cleared. But because there was the police have released press release or it's been issued into the public, this person is being investigated. Everybody makes him guilty. Everybody, oh, that person, oh, I always thought that was a good person. No. And then you never know what anybody does. And the person's probably never done anything wrong in their life. It's probably just somebody looking for 2 minutes of fame or trying to blackmail or, there's always a scenario. Until somebody's convicted of something, we cannot just go around and give our opinion and be it. We have the right to judge and be judge and jury and ruin that person's life. Because we believe we're right, because our opinions have to be right, because they're ours. No, stop, listen, have balance, because if your people, now a lot of you have put this in my comments, our own people, your own people, right? And this word is very nastily, but if your people, put it this way, if your people left another country, and they're living in another country, and they're being persecuted because they're Swedish people in Britain, there's Swedish people in America, there's Swedish people wherever, right? That's not nice either, and that's not right. But do you think that you can do that in your country because you're Swedish and all of these horrible things are happening to you, and you can put these messages in my comments and give me a crude awakening as to what the hell people are really thinking? It's not okay. It's really not okay. And if it's okay to you, then you and I, we're just not aligned. Don't come back to this channel. Don't make me have to do more research into thinking who else is thinking like this, because it's not healthy. I don't want unhealthy people around me, and if you don't like it, nobody's here is holding a shotgun to your head telling you have to listen to me rant. This is me ranting because I'm angry with what I am learning and what I was put through, because it's not okay. Nobody is above the law, no matter who we are, no matter our station in life, no matter how much money we've got in the bank, no matter what we've achieved or haven't achieved in our life. We're supposed to be all equal, and I stand by that. I'm not just going to have these opinions that, well, my people are the one way, my people are the greatest, my people are exempt. No, I don't have those opinions. You have those opinions, great for you, hallelujah. Those are not my opinions, so mosey on and have a good life. Last point. When laws become blurred because societal opinion and you can't get justice, the next time that happens to you, what then? What is your solution when something happens to you and you can't get justice because everybody else is getting justice and you feel like, oh well, I can't get justice in my own country now because all of these laws have been changed. What then? What do you purport? I really want to know, because we can't just be a society that's doing this. And again, I'm going to wrap up because I'm getting really peeved with people that just think that they can just say these horrible things. It's not okay. It's not healthy. And if you don't like me saying that, don't be here. If you're here, you're welcome to be here. You're welcome to have your rant below and see if we can all teach each other something about humanity and about maybe being law-abiding citizens, no matter what we're citizens are of. But either way, it's not okay. And I'm disgusted by what Swedish people put in my inbox today regarding me and regarding other immigrants. I hope that people will think twice. I very much doubt it. And for the record, one final time, I know that Swedish people are not all like that. I know they're not all like that. I am not saying they are all like that. I'm not suggesting they're all like that. I know for a fact they are not. I have enjoyed working with them. I've enjoyed learning from them. I've enjoyed meeting them. And they are some of the most wonderful people I have been blessed to meet. Absolutely the best people I've met. So nobody take my words out of context. I warn you, do not take my words out of context and start trying to abuse me with them, because I'm not bigoted or biased or discriminated against Swedish people. What I am is, I am not pro any discrimination of any nationality. Bottom line. And if you are, then we sadly are not aligned, and we're not meant to be in each other's world, thankfully, and you don't have to stay here. So until next time, hopefully some people will have reconsideration and not consider all immigrants awful people, because we're not.